We have lived for the past 2 years now based on generosity of other people. Before we were even missionaries, it was based on offerings and people just giving to our ministry.
You know, we've worked, but then we've also just been waiting for God to use somebody.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of times where we'd start stressing out because the money wasn't there exactly when we thought we needed it. So there were times when we just started being more careful. We'd still tithe and do the requirements, but when it came to the extra stuff, we would get really nervous about giving.
It wasn't until this spring that we really had one of those testimony opportunities where God really just showed himself in giving. I think it started with some friends who wanted to adopt, and they're raising money to do that.
When this opportunity came along for some good friends, I really felt strongly like we needed to give, but I didn't know how we were going to be able to do that.
I go every week to this meeting with other ministers, and one of the guys says, "Hey Michael, I'm going to message you later this week. I want to give your ministry a check." We go to his house, I pick it up. It's a $508 check. So I come in and I tell Melinda, "Hey honey, we got a $508 check." She goes, "I wanted to give this couple $500 for their adoption." And I said, "Okay honey, we have an $8 check."
Basically,
It was just in the hands and out the hands. The next time we saw them, we had the money for them to give for their adoption. The next Thursday rolls around for our meeting, and the same guy gives me another $500 check. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. The $500 that we just passed through just came right back into our hands again. Well, then, someone we loved dearly was about to head to a missions trip, and she needed $3,200. And I had discussed with Melinda, feeling like we should give 10% of that $500. I rewrote immediately a $320 check for her to go. And then we go to a ministry event where they're collecting money for offerings for us as missionaries in the Assemblies of God. And they've asked us all to contribute. And it was $300 they were asking for. And I just wanted to trust God that we could do it. We wanted to give. In the lobby of that meeting, I got a $300 handshake, and we were able to put cash in the envelope and give the $300. We saw God lay something on our hearts to be generous towards. When we had $0 to be generous, to give, every time he provided, knowing if he gave us that money, we would do with it what he's asked us to do. We got $10,000 out of that offering put into our missions account. The time comes for us to sell our house and buy an RV to live in full time to do ministry. And we needed an $11,000 down payment for the bank to allow us to buy the motorhome we had decided we needed. And I get a phone call because of some circumstances with the way missions works. They needed to do something with the money in our account that came from that big offering. They had decided they wanted to give it to us because a few weeks later we had been talking to them about our need for the RV. And we had our $11,000 for a down payment on the RV. We were able to buy it and we live in it now.